shall we start?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Voice is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So let's start with our yeah. So yesterday we have gone through completed till should.
Shoot.
Yeah. It should. It is clear to everyone.
Yes.
Yeah. So now it's visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
So like earlier I used to take spoken English without grammar. So again going to start the same session, which is just riding a scooty. In that you don't have to learn any grammar, but at the same time you will be able to speak. And it is only meant for those like mainly the housewives and mainly those who just want to speak, but it will not help you to write the email writing and other. Voice is not clear. Yeah, now it's clear. No, now it's clear.
Yes.
So in that course, anyhow, I'll just show you actually the content. But through that you don't have. By the way, I told you how to learn English without grammar. No?
Yes.
So even that will take 60 days. And earlier I used to go with, and why I'm saying it is riding a scooty, because even though you don't have to go with any effort, but in that a little bit of translation is involved. And it is based on the real-time scenarios, like how we proceed with. And in that, even I'll not touch the grammar, I mean tenses I'll not say, but indirectly you are going to learn the tenses.
Okay.
In that, the indirect way of learning the tense. And actually, like as I used to implement 6 months ago, and it was very effective for the like housewives. Those who have to attend the PTMs. And because the moment I told them this way, so they said like, no sir, we are not able to get all these things, which are easy bataiye. So after like this many months, like again they came, like they referred to their friends and they said, sir, could you please start? I said, I don't have time, but let me start in the evening. I just started. So I'll just show you the glimpse of that later on. So in that, like you don't have, it is similar to scooty, because in scooty, how many of you know how to ride a scooty?
Yes, sir.
And how many of you know how to ride a bike?
Well.
So which one is safe, by the way, bike or scooty?
Scooty.
What's it?
Because scooty has no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rishikesh.
Yes, sir. Both.
So bike is, let me tell you, actually during the rainy season, mainly like I never used to touch the bike scooty, you know, I always used to get scared of scooty in rainy season. Only I used to go on bike. The reason behind is that I hope everyone knows the reason.
Brake issue, sir.
Yes. So
Like
if
it had
it's
accelerated.
if you fall from scooty, if you fall from bike, it will immediately stop.
Yes.
But in case of scooty,
It directly goes.
You
it
slip.
will take you. Scooty tire is short. Okay. So what it happens is, even this is even by this method you are going to reach your destination. Whereas here you don't have to bother about when to apply the gears, when to apply the second gear, first gear. Even you don't have to worry about it. Just simply smoothly you have to reach your destination. Whereas the course which we are going, which is similar to bike, in which you have to think about when I have to use scan, particularly even you have to use about wheel and shell and everything. You have to bother about. So in case of bike, mainly you have all the control system with you. Whereas initially you will find very complicated. Later on, once you learn perfectly, then you find it very easy. But in case of scooty, initially it will be easy, even later on it will be easy, but the moment you fell, then that will not be easy. So now you understood about that course?
Yes, sir.
You can get your desired thing, but it will not be effective. That's a kind of shortcut as well. And it's gonna be effective for those, those who actually want the shortcut. So now let's go to now let me tell you about ought to as well. So should and ought to and have to, all the things are same. It is if I say we should love our country, which is similar to we have to love our country or we ought to love our country.
Love.
All the three things are same. Even if you say we should help those who are in need, instead of saying that, if you say we have to help those who are in need or we ought to help those who are in need, even this is same. Even if you say you should attend the class or you have to attend the class or you ought to attend the class. So whenever you use ought, you have to use to. As we say, one should not abuse a beggar. Are you aware of this? Abuse a beggar?
Accused. Use. Okay.
Abuse. Everyone knows the meaning?
Gali.
Yeah, gali dena, daatna.
Harass.
Can we declare if not this? So, declare. Yeah, Pankaj, tell me what's the question?
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, hello.
Tell me.
Oh, sir, I have a doubt. Sir, can we declare or not if marks are less in resume?
Can we declare?
Can we declare marks in resume if marks are less in graduation level?
Obviously, you have to write the marks. That obviously you need to write about the marks. Because have you seen that CV, the one with? Okay. In case if you want, I'll just forward you the format, like 2 formats as of now, like after this. And in each and every format, whatever the format that you go through, so your college, then followed by your board, then college name, then followed by your year, pass out, and then followed by your marks. So even though it is less or more, whatever it might be, you need to proceed.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Anyone else? Now let's proceed. So as we say, like abuse, like to gully them, and nowadays, even if to a beggar, if you give 2 or 3 rupees, they don't take. Even they demand like at least 10 rupees. If you give 2 or 3 rupees, they return back. And even nowadays, we have the digital beggars also.
Yeah, phone pay.
If you say I don't have change, then they have the QR code. And the moment I saw, I was shocked that even though like we have been into this profession, even we don't have like the QR code. And the moment I asked how you got, then he said like we got from the bank. And he said that's very nice. How we used to have in the shop, in the same way they had that QR. So then I like thought, okay, even he is teaching a business. That, whatever the like, even you have to just mold according to the like modern society. Yes. So nowadays, no one is carrying the money. Everyone is carrying the digital money. So even they are carrying the QR code. So as like earlier it was said, but it doesn't suit to today's scenario that one should not abuse a beggar. Nowadays, beggars are abusing. And in case if you say something, then we have many more acts. Yes. And you can't prove that I was right and he was wrong. So due to the loopholes in our constitution, then we have like students should work hard, or students have to work hard, or students ought to work hard. All the 3 meanings conveys the same.
Sir, in daily life, we do not use ought to regular use.
We actually use in our like in the books. In day-to-day life, why we don't use? Because we are quite familiar with only the things what we know.
Should or have to?
Only should and have to. Even there are many more alternatives for this, but most of the time we only go with should and have. Even in case if you go to foreign, so they use ought because it is their native language.
Okay.
So ought to mainly you will find only in the books. So as we have like students should, or students have to, or student ought to. Here now.
Yes, sir.
So even ought to expresses the same, have to expresses, but there is one twist here. He should wear helmet, or even you can say he has to, not have to.
Okay.
In case of he, she, and let's say Ramesh, any name, we have to use has to. Okay. He should, he has to, she should, she has to, Ramesh should, Ramesh has to. And as usual, ought to. Got it?
Ought to is optional, should and would. Can you say that?
Come again.
Ought to is optional, should and would.
Not optional, even you can use that.
Okay.
In case if you forget about should, in case if you
Then-
feel that I want to use,
Then ought to use.
as an option you can.
Yes.
Just make a note. Yeah.
Sir, sir, can we say you should have to attend the class?
Come again.
you should have to attend the class. Can we say?
No.
Okay.
He should have done. That is different. It conveys.
No, sir. I mean,
about-
no, sir. I mean to say that. Can we say you should have to attend the class?
No.
After should we can follow have to or not?
You can use have, but you should not use. You have to use V3.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, whenever we are using V3, we are not using after have to, right? Like we can say that you have attended the class. We cannot say you have to attended the class just like that. I mean to say that after that model auxiliary verb, can we use have to? So that is my question. Some person speak that.
To is one auxiliary verb, have to is
Yes, sir.
another auxiliary verb. So
Okay.
you can't combine. It's like you are asking, I can could do the task.
Okay.
So it is similar to that. So you can't combine the two things. And this one have to, it is also working like even it works as an what do we say? The infinitive. Are you aware of infinitive?
Yes,
2 plus
sir.
V1.
It's 2 plus
After
V1. sir.
that 2 again you have to use V1.
Okay.
Like I have to attend 2 plus V1.
Actually.
So this have, it just goes with that infinitive.
Sir, what's meaning declare? I have to attend the class, sir.
मुझे क्लास अटेंड करना चाहिए.
मुझे if we are using have to.
That's what. Have to or should or ought to. All the three they convey the same.
Okay. Okay, sir.
And even that spoken English without grammar in that mostly like I have to select one particular language, either Hindi or Telugu, because that is meant for only those who are very basic. And this time, like as by the response, this time I am going to select Telugu.
Sir, in Hindi meaning have to, has to is ne padta hai.
Huh?
Hindi meaning has to and have to is ne padta hai. Ne padta hai. I mean to say that if we are using I have to attend the class.
Okay,
मतलब
you are saying
मुझे
like,
class attend करनी पड़ती है. Ne padta hai.
so padta hai in the sense, okay, even that you can take, but moreover if you get into actual English, it gives that. Like मुझे class attend करना चाहिए.
Yes, sir.
The same has to, it conveys again the different meaning if you go with a different context. So like from the day one, as I told, don't like in case if you'll translate the thing, so you'll get the different thing. But
Yes,
the
sir.
translation is required only to those like those who are in the very basic category. Those whose requirement is only like if I'm going to a shopping mall or if I'm going to a supermarket, so I can convey my things. But in your case, like everyone wants to become a software engineer. So in your case, if you go with the translation part, so maybe at some particular instance you'll get stuck up. Because once you'll try to translate, you'll just take a pause, and in that pause, the client may think that you are like thinking negative or something else, but actually you're trying to translate.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason. Like to the professionals, I never used to suggest to learn spoken English without them.
Yes, sir.
So now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Have to and has to. Even you can convey. Even I guess like even it might be padta hai, padti hai as well.
Mhm.
But here like we can take it. Next. Yeah. So everyone is done.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So shall we proceed? Yeah. Any other queries, Avinash?
No, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, we are heading towards the wood. Even in this, we have many more scenarios, but these two are important. Out of these two, only one is important. Now, let me tell you what. As you can see, the first scenario, it is used to express the unreal situations. What do you understand by unreal situation? Unreal means
Hypothetical
imaginary.
situation.
Hypothetical.
Engineers.
So as you can see, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. So in the whole English grammar, this is only the type of scenario or the situation where we use verb with I, we, you, he, she. Actually, with I, we have to use was. But this is the only scenario where we use were. And in case like those who are going to get into IT as a fresher, so in your written test, I mean in the verbal ability, they are going to give this type of question that if I, so you may write with I always we have to use was, but only in this scenario you have to use were.
Means, sir, in imaginary situations, we will have to use after I were.
Not only after I, even after he as well.
Yes.
Even
Any
with
other
the
subject.
even with singular or plural, always you have to use were, the imaginary one, especially in this case, suppositional as we say, rather than this. So as we go with, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky. It's like, अगर मैं पक्षी होता
तो मैं आसमान में होता है.
ఆస్మాన్ ఒకవేళ నేను బర్డ్ అయి ఉంటే నేను ఆకాశంలో ఎగిరేవాడిని. దట్ ఈస్ శివ ఇస్ మిస్సింగ్ టుడే.
Sir, imaginary situations or hypothetical situations both are same or different, sir?
See, you can correlate accordingly, because you know students or the kids actually they go with both the things. Even they used to imagine that I am Spider-Man, but actually they are not.
They are not.
Even like they used to wear a towel and they used to pretend that I'm a Superman. They used to tie on their neck.
Yes.
Okay. Even they
Sir,
used to take.
Sir, in Cambridge University, learned what is the difference between the hypothetical situations and imaginary situations. That means these books are said that imaginary situations means something is never happen, and a hypothetical situations mean that will happen. Like that, in your sentence, if I were the PM of India, it is possible, sir. But if I say I were a bird, that it is not it is not possible. So that is the imaginary situations, and the second one is hypothetical situation. Sir, these are the statements of the Harvard University, sir.
That's good. Now let me tell you, anyone from electronics and communication here?
Sir, I am.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say, are you aware of core and cladding, Avinash?
Sir, lot of
In
times
optical
I spend-
fiber.
Yes,
there
sir.
is-
Yes, sir.
So in optical fiber, there is a concept called core and cladding. And let's say, what is the term, the mu? The value of mu is more. Actually, I have to have more in case of core. But if I have taken more in case of cladding. Okay. So if I send that light, if I try to send the light, actually the light will come out of the core, which actually, which is not going to follow my law of TIR. So again, it goes to something called, even as you say, the hypothetical, and again we may go with the imaginary. So what I mean to say is that even though the Harvard it says, and mainly what we need to do is that we should not believe something. We actually have to think from our own perception. It's like the Ptolemy and Copernicus story. Even though like for thousands of years we have believed the Ptolemy, and later on the Copernicus has proved that no, actually about the solar system, the planets. So in the same way, like why I'm saying this core and cladding, because during my graduation we have been given this question.
Yes, sir.
So over there, like both the options were written, and actually it was from the professors from IIT. So, like I thought, even the Harvard can be right as well, because even they are well knowledgeable.
Yes, sir.
IIT as well. But in our context, we can take it as, because both the things are kind of imaginary.
Okay, sir.
As we say, suppose that. So suppose that is the suppositional or the hypothetical or the imaginary.
Yes, sir.
So here, as we go with, if I were a bird, I would fly in the sky.
Sky.
Now, like this actually reminds me of the school students when they were in school, and they used to say, you know, if I were a Power Ranger or if I were a Shaktiman, I would like save everyone. Or if I were like nowadays Captain America, so I would protect everyone with the shield. So all these things like imaginary and unreal things, which never exist. Now there is an interesting story behind this sentence. Like the second sentence, if you see, if I were the PM of India, I would solve the problem of poverty. Now let me tell you how it is unreal. Even yeah, you can say it's possible, but it depends on. You know why, Avinash? Because during a childhood, I thought that I will become scientist.
Yes, sir.
Later on, when I completed my 10th, then someone said the IIT is like engineer is very good job. Later on, as I become, then I did not like the job. Again, I just resigned. So now I like this one. So what it means is that as you keep on growing, your interest will keep on fading. In the same way, like as kids as well, if they see Modi, so as Modi is very famous, so even they may say, like I want to become king. So in the same way, like the story goes in this way. I hope everyone have visited the village.
Yes, sir.
Have
Yes,
you been to a village? Okay. So in the village, mainly in the summer season, as it started, from next month it is going to start, let's say. What it happens after the breakfast, not exactly, let's say after lunch, there used to be the old age people around 65 plus. They like, and a group of 5 to 6 members of the same age group, they go and sit under a tree.
Tree.
It can be people tree, it can be banyan,
Yes.
it can be any.
And playing the cards, sir.
No, not even they play the cards. Now there is a twist here. They used to carry the gunny bags. Gunny bags, you know,
No,
what
sir.
do we say, gunny bags? The jute bags
Yes.
in which the rice, what we carry. What we say in Hindi? Boda.
Bora.
So those
Sir, come
bags
again,
is,
sir. Sir, come again.
Jute bags. Bora we say.
Bora.
In Telugu we say like sanchulu. You know, Shyam, sanchulu?
Gunny bags.
Gunny bags. I don't know, like Bora or something else we say in Hindi.
Goni.
In Hindi, sir. He said Bora.
Bora, Bori. Same,
Yadari.
sir.
Bora, Yadari. Okay.
Okay.
So as they take that, and they all used to sit on that, and parallelly they used to carry the water bottles as well. Thus, then after, even no cards, nothing, because they just started discussion first of all. And even though they don't get the topic, so they start from the political perception. And thus they start, actually, you know, nowadays this Sarpanch, even though we have voted him, but he is not doing the good job. So, and then after the second person he comes and he says, not only that Sarpanch, even that MLA, which is of who is of this particular party, and he is only supporting his own party members. Then again the third member he says, no, that's MLA is supporter of the CM. So actually the fault is of CM, and that CM, like the MLA is inclined towards the CM. Thus the next person he says, actually, you know, the CM does whatever the PM says. And then after they don't know beyond that, because in case if they know about the US president, then even they could have gone to that particular. Thus, like after the whole discussion, then a very wise person in that group, actually he is wise for that particular group. He says, you know, if I were the PM, and in case if I get the chance, then I would solve all the problems in the society. But the actual fact is that he even did not get the right to take the decision in his own home. So, like no one is providing the authority, even his son, daughter, no one is providing. And he wants to solve the problem of the like society and the world and the India. So this is how like all the hypothetical story, it goes on, and they continue till the whole summer. It's like chapter 1, chapter 2, but they have nothing to. And even no one will ask them to work as well after the 65. So that's like they used to discuss, and at least like every day 3 to 4 hours. And these topics are very important for them. Okay. Have you ever sat with them? No? You have never sat with the old age people in your hometown? So if you'll sit like, then you will get like the actual things. And in case if you'll sit and if you'll say, yes, you are saying right, then they get encouraged. Yeah, like there is. Because I do remember during my childhood, like I never used to be with my peers. I always used to be with someone who is elder so that I can study about. And moreover, like I used to study about the behavior of the people. And that's the reason I did the emotional intelligence.
Okay.
So now you understood the first scenario, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, next we have the second scenario, which is actually important. Yeah, first scenario is only important in case if you want to say that I could or I would do this thing if I were. But in real life, it's not possible. Yeah, second one is why it is important, mainly as you are going to get into IT sector, and in IT sector, obviously every day you may take tea or coffee or whatever the things. So in order to tell, or if you want to ask your friend or your colleague that would you like to have tea or coffee? But you should not say, can I bring tea or coffee? Or can we go for tea or coffee? So you have to ask politely, would you like to have tea or coffee? And even let's say, how many of you know how to make tea or coffee?
I know, sir.
Yes,
Others don't know.
means
And let's say it's again like during your school days. Let's say if a person might be 60 years old, he came to your home and no one is there. So obviously you are the one person who is at home. So what is your responsibility to ask him for tea or coffee?
Yes.
And in case if they waited for 10 minutes and if they have not asked, and after 10 minutes you just remember that I need to ask for tea or coffee, even though you are not going to prepare. So as you say that, can I bring tea or coffee? And you know, the age group from 60 plus, they used to be in the category of hypertension. Are you aware of this?
Yes.
They used to have very high BP,
Hmm.
and they actually don't have the patience. So the moment you say, can I bring tea or coffee, immediately they'll get their BP goes high. Because you know the meaning of can I bring coffee? Okay, like can I chai laun? It's like you are just asking that chai piyoge ya nahi piyoge? It's like
Mhm.
chai rakha leta. And then immediately he may respond that no, don't bring, and I'll have the tea on the tea stall. And as he comes out of the room, I mean your house, and then he tells to your neighbor that actually I went to that Sharmaji's home, his son was there, no one was there, and he even don't have manners how to talk to the elders. He even don't know how to ask about the tea as well. He's saying, can I bring tea or coffee? Is it the right way to ask? And thus that neighbor spreads the message to the whole society. And then your father comes and he just says that as that uncle, that grandfather, he came and he's like your grandfather, you should have asked him in a proper way. Then again you remember about, and then your father tells that you have to use would. That would you like to take tea or coffee?
Yeah.
Getting the point?
Yes.
Yes.
So like, क्या मैं आपके लिए మీకోసం టీ और कॉफी తీసుకురావాలా? क्या मैं आपके लिए टी और कॉफी लेके आऊं? Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is what. So always and always try to use food. And as you can see in terms of politeness, by the way, which it is ascending or descending this one?
Ascending order, sir.
Ascending.
Just like we can say that wood is greater than could is greater than may is greater than can. As
It
we
is
can say
descending,
that.
Avinash.
Yes, sir.
ज़्यादा से कम. Descending it is.
Descending.
In case of descending, it means it is decreasing.
Me, I would say that just like we can read it.
If I replace in this way, this is go one is descending order. It's like 100, 99, 98.
Yes, sir.
Good is more polite than good. Good is more polite than may. May is more polite than can.
Can.
And one more important. In case of your friends, please don't use good. If you tell your friend that would you like to take your copy, then they will make fun of you. So it's better you can use may or can. That's enough for the friends. If they are peers, then you can use could. If they are like
that would is used for formal purpose.
yes, obviously. And in case if you meet someone for the first time, like mainly during the marriages, you might have seen whenever like the bride side or the groom side they come, so they use like kya chai lenge. But in case if they say like chai le kya aun, and immediately the bride side their parents they say that no will not will not have the bonding with this particular family because they don't have the like proper etiquettes. I hope you have seen. No,
Yes, sir.
कोई शादी वादी के लिए नहीं किया है कभी? क्या विनाश?
Yes, sir.
in that
I have
like-
already seen that, sir.
So in that particularly people they see that like how they are behaving, and mainly this and that's the reason I used to tell to the other members, whenever you go, please don't take the old age people because they are the one. अगर शादी होने वाली भी होगी तो कट जाएगी. Because they used to observe these things, that how what is the behavior of each and every person in the other family. So here as we have like, would you like to come for a copy? Would you like to take your copy? In a polite sense, you may. Clear this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in this, like only you have to use you as a subject.
So, sir, you mean say that, sir, would is used when we meet someone at first time, or else in a formal way. Then we use would.
You can, moreover, if you want to impress.
Yeah. But in the case of the friend, we cannot use would. We are using may or can.
In case of friend, like can and may is enough.
Okay.
Even if you feel that he is very new friend, then you can mostly just could is far enough. But if you try to go with could, then the next he may expect again and again.
Yes, sir.
So now would is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So parallelly, while speaking, you just have to consider like in which situation, which one I have to use. It is similar to your programming. That if I'm doing a program and if I have to use any condition at the beginning, so I need to go with the while. In the same way, in this, like if this is a person and he's my friend, so which one I need to choose? By the way, everyone is aware of functioning of our brain, how it works.
Yes. You said that.
A little bit information, sir.
So like how, like which particular part works for the thought process and voluntary action, which part works in order to balance.
No, sir.
But
I don't know, sir.
yeah, Avinash?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Then, so, like there is a particular chapter. At the end, I will discuss them few important things.
Okay,
As
sir.
I'm writing a summary on the same book,
Okay, sir.
including
We will
each and
wait for
every
that
chapter.
time.
So it will help for those who are preparing for the competitive. Very helpful. Done, everyone?
Done, sir.
You see the same thing. Food is greater than food in case of polite sense. Then we have something called must. So the moment you hear must, like if someone says you must not park your vehicle here, and in case if you have parked, then you have to face the consequences. If they say you must not, it means no. In case if it is parked and if they damage your vehicle, then they are not responsible. By the way, like anyone who came to Amirpet? No? Okay, okay. So near the metro, from the metro lane till that Bhagat Singh statue. Have you seen, like if anyone they park a bike or a car, immediately there used to be the towing vehicle and they used to tow it, and then like the person they have to go. And
Yes,
then
sir. Yes, sir. I see this.
So those who come for the first time, and I am saying to others as well, as you did not come. So even though there is a place for parking, but in case if you park, your vehicle will be found in police station. So even if you say that I went for 5 minutes, immediately they used to get ready, mainly in the noon time. So like very small particular board you will find, and on which it is written you must not park, which is not visible at least. But as they say that we have kept the board. So as you can see, mainly even this sentence that you may remember during your school days or even in your college days. Have you seen on the top of each and every question paper it's written, candidates must answer at least 5 out of 7 or 2 out of 3. And the moment they mention must, what does it mean? That at any cost you have to write the given question. In case if you don't write, you are going to lose the marks.
Yes.
So as you can see here, one must keep one's promises, which actually people they don't. As during the elections, I mean after winning the elections, as they say, I shapat. But that shapat they forget for 5 years. Again they remember. So this must promise is related to the same. Then we have the patient must take medicine in time. What is the difference between in time and on time? Anyway, the patient must take medicine in time. The patient must take medicine on time.
No, sir.
Any difference? Or both are same?
Both meanings same, sir.
Same.
Because
Oh, not sir.
Both are same. See, the moment if I say the patient must take medicine in time, it means there is a duration. In the preposition topic, I will tell you. In means there is a duration. I mean 12 to 1 in between, or 1 to 2 in between, or 2 to 3. But if I say on time, it means if the doctor said to take it to exactly you have.
Sir, your voice is.
Your voice is not coming clear, sir.
Is it audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
At this time.
So what I was saying, if I
Your
say
voice.
in its
Sir, again, your voice is not coming clear, sir.
now,
Yes.
now it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Clear, sir.
So what I was saying that it tells about the range, as someone has said, right? About range, and on is exact time. If the doctor says you must take medicine on time, it means exactly have to take on time. So this is the actual difference in time and on time. As the car one we have said, you must not park your car, and in case if you park, then you know.
You
So
have
even you
fine.
can do something. If there is a parking area only for you, so you can have a board. You must not park, and in case if they park, then they are going to face the consequences.
Hmm.
So have you seen there used to be a board, no parking. Even though people they used to park because it is India. Yes. We must firmly deal with the antisocial elements. Antisocial elements, you know,
He like Khalistan.
antisocial elements, like those who harm the.
Hello, sir. Your voice is not clear. I think time is completed. So, sir,
So come.
sir is gone.
Wait to 15 minutes.
Wait for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Then we will left.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Due to the network. So what I was saying, the most I do.
Mhm.
Sir, again, your voice is not getting clear,
Oh,
sir.
your network issue. I think you have a network issue.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Like I could see there is a network issue.
Yes, sir.
My side. Tell me, like someone was speaking.
Anti-social elements, sir.
Antisocial. Antisocial element means someone who just spoils the public property. Like in Delhi, the roadside it happened. So they were like burning the what is it, government vehicles. Even Kranti, what is it? The army one. What is the recruitment in which the
Pulwama.
Agniveer.
some where it was? I just forgot.
Agniveer, sir.
Agniveer, yeah. So Agniveer. So even during that, the people they were burning the trains and other Agniveer. So even like these people they come under antisocial elements. Antisocial in the sense like those who damage the public property. If they damage the private property, that's other thing. But if they damage, so according to the constitution, they come under antisocial, regardless. So like the police officers, they have to take the strict action, or they must firmly deal. It means strongly they have to deal with them. So this is all about the must. Okay. And
Sir, firmly
further,
means,
like
sir?
tomorrow, I will allow you to write the same. Tell me, Avinash.
Sir, what is the meaning of the firmly, sir?
Public,
No, sir, firmly, sir.
Strongly, strongly.
FIRMLY.
strongly.
Strongly. Okay.
Strong.
Okay. Strongly deal with the anti-social.
What do we say in Hindi? Like, I exactly don't know. Like, उनके साथ
कठोरता.
कठोरता, yes. कठोरता के साथ we have to like take action. That is
कठोरता के साथ उनके साथ डील
करवाए.
करना पड़ेगा.
So the same thing, like tomorrow I'll provide you and you can make a note, and then after used to, and then followed by article will discuss. So
Okay,
possibly by this week we'll wind up all the grammars. Then after we'll go with the GD and the interview. More.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So just go through the topics which we have discussed today and even in the previous, in case if you have any queries related to any concept today.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
And just follow the same pattern of practicing